It's time for Myth of the Week.
All right, so we have an awesome myth this week. Can you use a panelboard enclosure as a raceway? And right out of the gate, David Englehart. Oh, panelboard enclosures can be used as raceway per 312.8a, and you are correct, David. He has a perfect answer there, and actually wants to save the Stallcup electrical education to his favorites. So go ahead and do that, David. We encourage anyone to hit the like button and save this to your favorites. See, we already have some likes coming in. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the likes tonight. So what we have here is our panelboard enclosures. I put it as a false statement. So panelboard enclosures are not permitted to be used as a raceway. I got a lot of people on this one. So if you said true, I got you. I already had one guy at the job site come up to me. He's like, "Hey man, I put true. I saw I was wrong." I was like, "Right on, dude." That was really cool. Appreciate you, Jacob. Big shout out to Jacob over at the site. He honestly came up and told me like, "Yeah, I didn't realize that code changed." And then it was funny because there was a couple other guys I was getting in. One guy's like, "Oh, that's false." And the other guy's like, "No, that's true." And then I was like, "Well, you're on 2017. He's like, "You know what? Because that is probably last time I checked out the code." So it was really cool that I could get some people and kind of keep you guys all sharp, keep them rolling and stuff. And we actually have Mike Bart, like, yeah, anytime, brother. You're more than welcome on the show. And so it's really awesome to be doing these every week. One of the reasons I put like this picture is we've actually ran into this before where we were on a job and they were converting a sign from 120 volt to 480 volt, or it was from 208 volt. I don't remember what the voltages were, but we had a raceway that was large enough going out to the sign, and the raceway entered into a low voltage panel. So all we had to do is we just had to punch a nipple across to the other high volt panel, and then we just used that panel as a raceway to tie in our 480 volt, and we converted the sign over. So that's something that is permitted in the code, and I can't remember. I want to say that it was permitted when we did this. It was a few years ago, but I want to say that if I remember correctly, it was permitted. We did look it up, and it was not a code violation. So I really appreciate you putting these together, James, and that's a really good slide you got there.
Yeah. Well, when I looked at this, I wanted to sort of pull out a couple little things. And when you look at 408.2, that's where you pick up your panel boards. And the one thing I want to point out, it's going to give you some sections there to reference, or articles, should I say. And it talks about in their enclosure shall comply with this article. And it tells you there you got 240, 250, but the main one for this one is Article 312. Okay?
Right.
So they're telling you, yes, when you're using these panel board enclosures, you need to look at Article 312. And then when you come over here and pick up 312.1, this gets into the scope of it. And the part I wanted to pull out was the enhanced content. Because when you get in looking at the enhanced content, they're basically telling you that these cabinets and cutout boxes are designed, and they're designed for what? These type of panel boards and stuff.
Right.
Okay? So that takes you straight into 312.8, which what David was saying in A, and it tells you, yes, I can do that. Okay?
Hey, question for you. On that previous slide you referenced 408.2. Did that change for the 2023?
Where are you looking?
Yeah, 408.2. Is that still the same for 2023?
Well, they added the articles in there is what they did.
For 2023?
Yeah. That.
Okay.
Well, no, I think they added them in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought they took out all the .2s for 2023.
Yeah. What they did, they put the articles up there in front to let you know that you come over here and look at this, and this is where you get the permission where you can have the feed-through conductors. And
Gotcha.
it's just saying that you're looking at 408.2 for your panel boards and switchboards. Then you come over here, and this is where you're getting the permission, and it tells you can add the feed-through conductor.
Gotcha.
So, sometimes, well, you know how I am. A lot of times I like to say,